Good morning. Now we'll see JavaScript date formats. JavaScript date input. Generally they are of three types. First type is ISO date. The example for that is 2015-03-25. We use hyphen in this, and this is called as international standard. And there is another type called short date, where we use first month slash date slash year, then long date, where we give the shortcut names for the month. March is treated as MAR, and then comes date, and then comes year. Or we can even give first date, then month, and year. So the ISO format follows a strict standard in JavaScript. The other formats are not so well defined, and few are browser specific. So JavaScript date output, how the output will be when we are using the date in date objects in JavaScript. Independent of input format, JavaScript by default output dates in full text string format. If you see that example, Wednesday, March 25, 2015, 5:30 GMT plus 5:30 is Indian Standard Time. So JavaScript ISO dates are like ISO 8601. This is the standard it is following. The international standard for the representation of dates and time. And then the ISO 8601 syntax we use hyphen mm hyphen dd. It is also preferred JavaScript date form. If you want to use complete data or date, you have to use VARD is equal to new date within double quotes, year followed by month followed by dd. So when we use this particular date, what you will get, the output we'll see. Just open our editor. And let's write HTML script. Body, and that PID is equal to D dash P, where we'll write H1 date formats. Close H1 tag and close P tag. Then declaring variable d is equal to new date First we will let year hyphen month is August. August means in general we'll let 8 and today's date is 7. And then document dot get element by ID. Dot inner HTML is equal to D. Close script. Close HTML. Just save. Date F1 not HTML. You just close body. Save. Just go to our browser. See. Run slash wd slash date f1 dot html. The date format we got Friday, August 07, 2020, 5:30 GMT plus 530 Indian Standard Time. So why we got that answer above and A below? If you want below, just you have to cut this Ctrl X, Ctrl V, save, F5. Ctrl X, Ctrl V, so why we got first output and then the date format is first ID was activating and this document.getElement by ID was invoking and we are getting the output, and then we have written the next line h1, so that is activated. So now I have changed the order. First h1 I have given, then I have given PID. So we got this format. Even though I have provided this 2020-0807, it has given Friday, August 07. Now next format we will see ISO dates, where it contains year and month. ISO dates can be written without specifying the day. That is, you can use only YYYY dash MM. So the example for this is new date, variable d is equal to new date within double quotes year and month. If you see that, so earlier we have seen this. So we'll write p id is equal to d1 close p, then just copy paste. Here we'll do d2 y dash nm. Here my id is d1 and my variable is d2. Control S. So just execute. Yes. Even though I have given only year and month, the by default date it has taken as 1. If you are not providing the date, it will take it as 1. So date starts from 1 to 30. This is our Indian Standard Time. This 5:30 is added, but this is not the correct time. So this is ISO representation of date. In ISO representation, we can also provide simply year. That is, ISO dates can be written without month and day also. That is, you can use all 4 Ys. And if you see the example, variable d is equal to new date within double quotes 2015. id is equal to d2 slash p d2 d3. So I just used only year y. Let us see what happens. Just given year, so it has taken by default month as January and date starts from 1. Here it has taken. So here, if you observe the program, first we have provided year, month and date. We got full Friday, August 7, 2020 with time. Next, what we have done, we have removed date and we have given only month. Then also we got the day, month and day. Day, as we have not mentioned, it has taken is starting from 1. Next, we have used only year. Used only year. We haven't given month and date, but it has given us month and date also, and by default it has taken as January, and January 1st date it has taken as 1st, and January 1st is Wednesday. So we got Wednesday, January 1st 2020, and 5:30 is the by default ISO time. This is our simple representation of dates. Now how to represent the dates? ISO dates along with the date and time. The ISO dates can be written with added hours, minutes and seconds. That is YYYY-MM-DD note. To add time, we have to add first T, then HH per hour, colon mm per minute, colon SS per second, and Z to close that time format. And if you see example how to use that, variable D is equal to new date 2015-03-25 T12-000 Z. The date and time is separated with a capital T, and UTC time is defined with a capital letter Z. If you want to modify the time relative to UTC, remove the Z and add plus HH colon mm or minus HH colon mm. If you see the example for that, variable D is equal to new date, year hyphen month hyphen date T 12 colon 00 colon 00 hyphen minus 06 colon 30. We'll see how we will get that. Use simply document dot write here. For that you have to take a variable d4 is equal to new date, creating object to the date class 2020 hyphen month is 8 hyphen date is 7 then we have to write capital T, then we have to give time. Time is 11 hours 30 minutes and 21 seconds. Then you have to write Z and then close double quotes, close parenthesis, semicolon. Then we'll just print date and time. And then just save it. So we have separated our time with T and capital T and capital Z. So I got date and time Friday, August 7, 20. Time 17. I have given 11 but it has given 17. 11:30. I got a wrong time here. But it has given the remaining fields as the same. Next, if we see this particular format where we want to remove set, we have to give remove Z, simply we have to give minus hour and minutes. If you see this, now I am removing Z, so I will use minus hour colon minute. Save. Without Z. Just save and execute. Date and time with T and Z, I got this, and date and time without Z, I got Friday, August 7, 2020, 17:00:21. So there is no difference. Whatever I am giving in place of Z. Now I'll just replace with plus. No, done wrong. Here I haven't changed the variable name. Just save. Yes. Date and time without Z. We observe Friday, August 07, 2020, 17 I got 23. Means in place of Z I have written minus 6. Here I have written minus 620. It has added to that. 17 plus 6 is 23. 620 added, so it has added that. It has changed that 17 to 23. Now we'll see if we give plus, what happens. Just use new variable d6. Here I'll use plus. So earlier I have used in place of z minus, now I am using plus, and let us observe what is the output. Just add a break symbol so that our output will be clear. Just save. See the difference. When I use T and Z, the output I got is FRI, that is Friday, August 7, 2020, 17, colon 00, colon 21. So when I replace the Z with minus, what it has done, it has added plus 6. It has added plus 6. So 17 plus 6 is 23. I got this. Now when I am using, I am not using Z and I am using Z in place of that, I am using plus symbol. So what happens, it is subtracting, that is 17 minus 620. If I subtract 17 minus 620, the output what I got is 1040, colon 21. So if we use minus, it is adding. If I am using plus, it is subtracting the time from the given, from the shown time, GMT time, Indian Standard Time. So that's the difference. If you use minus, it is adding. If it is plus, it is subtracting from the original time. In time zones, if you see, in setting a time without specifying the time zone, JavaScript will use browser's time zone. When getting a date without specifying the time zone, the result is converted to the browser's time zone. That is, in other words, if a date or time is created in GMT, that is Greenwich Mean Time, the date or time will be converted to CDT, Central US Daylight Time. If a browser browses from Central US. So, if you see the JavaScript short dates, the short dates are written with an mm/dd/yy. That is, if you see the example, variable d is equal to new date 03/25/2015. If you see the example for that, variable d7 is equal to new date First, date. First, month and date. Month is 08, date is 07, year is 2020. Document dot write. Time zone. First is DD. YY. Just save it. Go to the browser, execute. See, time zone mm/dd/yy I have used, so I got Friday, August 7, 2020. When I am using time zone, if you observe this, earlier I got 17:00:21. Now I have got all zeros. 00:00:00 because I haven't mentioned any time. Earlier also I haven't mentioned the time, but it has taken as 17:00:21. Now it has changed to all zeros. And in some browsers it says that month or days with no leading zeros may produce an error. So we'll see what happens, whether it is providing errors or not. Let variable d8 is equal to new date by 7/2020. Document dot write time zone without zeros, d8, save. So I have not included zeros. Let us see what our browser will show. Recompile. So there is no difference. Our browser is not giving any warning or error. It is showing correctly. Friday, August 07, 2020. Even though we are using zeros, if you are getting the same answer, not using zeros also, we are getting the same result. We can even give dash also, hyphen also you can give, and just see that. Control C, Control V, (08) hyphen 07 hyphen 2020. So now I have provided hyphens in place of slash. We will see what is the output we will get. With hyphen also we got the same output. Friday, August 07, 2020 and note 00 hours, 00 minutes, 00 seconds. Now if you see YYMMDD, what happens? For the same thing, if you give here YYMM, this is YY hyphen MM DD. So when I given as YYMMDD, it has not thrown any warnings, but it has given Friday, August 07, 2020, it has given time as 5:30. Now if you give DDMMYY, earlier we have given MMDD and YY, now we will give DDMMYY. DD date will give DDMMYY. Let's see what it will throw. It is saying invalid date. Given DDMMYY. If you say YYMMDD, let us see what it will do. 12 27. We got all zeros. So if you give DDMM, DD7, MM is 8. If you give like this, because it is under the range of MM and DD, so whether it will throw error or not, we will see. See, it is not throwing error because it is thinking that the first one is DD, the first one is MM. It is thinking like that because we have given under range. If you are crossing the range of that, it is showing the different one. So here our date is 7 and month also it is under 12 only, so it is showing correctly. Here if I change month to 13, when I execute, I will get invalid date. I am getting invalid date. Now you can represent JavaScript long dates also. That is, long dates are most often written with a MMM space DD space YYY. So you'll just see HTML script variable d is equal to new date this is August, so I will let AUG MMM hyphen August 7 2020, and then I will just print document.write long date. Just close the script. We'll close HTML. Save it. Date f2.html. Just run our code. See, long date Friday, August 07, 2020. This is what I got. In long dates also we have many different variants. We can write first date and then month, and we can even write full. That we'll see. Here I have written August 07. Now just change D1 here I will write 07 August 2020 B1 Control S. See, there is no difference even though I have changed the format. I got Friday, August 07, 2020, time I got all zeros. Now if I write full AUGUST, return full also I got AUG only. So like this we can write Jan 25 2015 and commas can be ignored. You can write January, comma 25, comma 2015. Like this also we can give. And few more we will see in the next session. Thank you.